Hello everyone and welcome back to the next lesson. In this lesson we are going to learn how to talk about your hometown, town, city or village. Because this is very general and we are living in different places, different villages or towns, it's going to be a little bit more general. I'm going to give you a few examples which phrases you can use and which information you should mention. But then you have to think about your own examples. So the question is, where do you live? Okay, how we can answer for this question? We should definitely mention, do you live in the city, town or village? If you live in the city, town or village, it's fine, but you can also mention if it's a big, medium or small. So for example, I live in a very small village called or I live in a quite big town called Okay, so this should be your first sentence. Now the second sentence is the location. Where is your hometown or home village located? Is in the north, south, east or west of the Czech Republic? Is it close to some specific city? My village is located in the east of the Czech Republic, close to the city Ostrava, or close to the borders of Poland. So we can mention close to some city, or if you live close to the borders, hranice, you can mention also the borders of Poland, Germany, Slovakia or Austria. Sometimes it's difficult to talk about the history of our place, because if it's a small village or small town, we don't know too much about the history. But try, look for something, at least one important information about the history. For example, my village was probably founded in the 13th century. Now, we should talk about how many people live there. So, for example, you can say, my hometown is very huge, or my hometown is quite big. My hometown is not very big. My village is very small. There are about people. Okay, so you can put the number of the people that is living in your hometown or home village. Is there any interesting place in your town or village? Probably yes. You should pick up at least one or two. I recommend 3. So for example, one of the most interesting places is our main square. I always go there to take a coffee with my friends. Another important part is our park. I really like to go there for walks with my dog. The last 2 parts you should definitely mention, and this is transport and if you like or don't like your hometown or home village. So what about the transport? We have a quite good transportation system. There are, a teďka co tam máte? There are trains, buses, or maybe there are just cars. There are trams as well. I don't know what you have in your village or town, but you should mention definitely all of them. For example, there are 2 bus stops and 1 train stop. Now let's talk about generally the things, the places we can find in our hometown or home village. Again, as an example, my village is quite small, so we cannot find many places, but definitely we have a shop, we have a church, we have a kindergarten and a tram. We have also 2 bus stops and 1 train stop. There is also a little pub and also a small park. And the last part is, do you like your city? Do you like your hometown or village? There are so many possible answers, so I recommend you to choose the best one which works for you. For example, you can say, yes, I really like my hometown, village, city or whatever, because. Don't forget to say because. So I really like my hometown because it's very small and I like calm places where there are not many people living there. Or I really like my city, there are a lot of culture and historical places. One of my favorite places is the main square because there is a huge church and a lot of interesting restaurants around it. And that's it. you can see that talking about your city, town or village is pretty easy. You just need to look for some information, because this is something that will change from student to student, because all of us are living in different places. So now go to Google and check some information about your town or city or village. The last recommendation, what you have to look for? You have to check your location, interesting places, how many people live there, and something about the history. And that's it. I hope that you learned something new and now you know how to talk about the place where you live. I will see you soon in the next lesson. Have a nice day. Bye bye.